So this couple out of Arizona had adopted a toddler from a Vietnamese orphanage. And to be straightforward with you, this kid had essentially been put through hell. Not only was he abandoned by his parents at just 7 months old, he would also suffer extreme neglect within the system itself. And as a result of this extremely rough and unfortunate start, he began to develop various conditions including PTSD and RAD. Well, as he approached his teenage years, the couple stated, and I quote, he began lying, frequently lying for no good reason. He exhibited signs of aggression as well as violence towards animals and other children in accordance with hoarding food. And while his adoptive parents claimed they sought help for him through multiple different avenues, nothing seemed to work. And by about midway through 2021, the family packed up and relocated to Jupiter, Florida. It was there Timothy Ferriter, who claims to be a disciplinarian, had an 8x8 room or box built in his garage. And this is where things begin to spiral out of control. You see, Timothy tells his contractor this room is meant to be his office, but as they continued building, his contractor took note of quite a few things. One, the walls didn't quite reach the ceiling, so Tim wanted a roof placed on that room. And the contractor, knowing this is Florida, reminds him, hey Tim, we're in a garage, and doing so would prevent any kind of airflow into that room. But Tim didn't really seem to care. However, after much persistence, Tim finally agreed to have an air conditioning vent routed to it. Next, he wanted the lock and the deadbolt placed on the outside of the door, as well as the light switch. Tim also wanted a hole drilled into the wall in order to place a camera inside that room. And while the contractor ultimately did so, he would also notify the police. However, building a room isn't necessarily a crime. But thinking this couple is surely going to be locking somebody inside of it, he tells them, look, alright, I'm gonna level with you. This couple did not have any permits to build this room, and I know I can get in trouble for this, but this should at least give you the ability to gain entry and see what's really going on. Now, what they didn't know is that every day when that child came home from school, he was locked inside, sometimes spending 16 to 18 hours in it. It didn't have a bathroom, so they gave him a bucket. They also didn't allow him to control the AC unit to that room. He had a bed, a desk, a few toys, and a few posters, and that was about it. No access to water, no extra food, simply a box. And every night, this couple would unlock that door one final time and allow him a chance to use the bathroom. They would then lock it up and turn the lights off until it was time for school the next day. But it seems everything finally came to a head just 1 month later when police received a phone call from his parents stating the boy had ran away. A short while later, he was discovered hiding out at his school where he would inform authorities of everything. Police then gained entry into their home where they discovered the box exactly as described by the contractor. It was at this point all children inside that home were placed into the care of CPS. Both Tim and Tracy were also slapped with a no contact order for every single one of them. Now, at first, many people were surprisingly in support of these parents, stating they were only doing what they felt was right in order to keep their other children safe. However, as more and more information became available, people began to realize just how horrible they truly were. When initially questioned about that room, they tried to say it was for storage, and when that fell apart, they stated it was Timothy's office. But police were able to obtain countless hours of footage that had been saved from that camera. Multiple clips were found of Timothy yelling at him and degrading him through the speaker, and on many occasions when those lights were turned off, that teen would quite literally scream himself to sleep in sheer terror. It was also in this room Timothy would place his adoptive son through several bouts of extreme physical and mental abuse. To make matters worse, it was later uncovered they had an identical setup at their home in Arizona, and that they had been doing this for the past 5 years. And here's the thing, over the course of the past year or so, people had almost completely forgotten about this case. That is until what just happened over the past few days. Timothy Ferriter was found to be guilty of aggravated child abuse as well as false imprisonment and neglect. And while he has yet to be sentenced, his actions could result in 40 years behind bars. So my friends and frenemies alike, I leave you with this audio clip taken from an extremely hot day during that year.
You're lucky you have anything. Maybe a ground with no carpet, maybe no bed would be ideal for you. See how that takes you. I'm not chasing you this time. See how it goes. If you want, should I put this ankle thing back on you?